This is the new BMW 5 Series facelift or model update. It actually comes with a lot of notable changes, worth taking a first look here at Autogefühl. Soon live in person as usual. For now we have these photos from different versions: sedan and touring, petrol, PHEV and diesel. Oh, and the popular sporty petrol ones. I know you like the M550i, so let's start with a visual impression of that. Here it is, the BMW M550i sedan in green. That's the 4.4 liter 8-cylinder, 530 horsepower, 3.8 seconds now the acceleration figure, so a little bit faster than before. Or what about a 540i equipped with M performance parts to make your 5 Series look more sinister? White and black style, also available for the touring. A lot of carbon fiber for the exterior. Awesome 20-inch wheels. And some microfiber for the interior. So far the sporty eye candy at the beginning. Now let's take a look at what has really changed with this facelift. The BMW double kidney gets wider and higher at the same time. You'll receive new standard LED headlamps. They can optionally be upgraded to LED matrix and optional to laser light with 650 meters of high beam range in available markets. The headlamp design is slimmer than before. The base headlamps show a U-form as daytime running light. The optional headlamps have a lying L-form as daytime running light. There are some new colors available and wheels from 17 to 20 inch. The length has actually increased a little bit, about 2 centimeters or a little less than an inch, due to slightly stronger spoilers, now at 4 meters 96, 16'3" or 195 inches. All models receive trapeze-style exhaust tips. The rear lights now also have a slimmer form, and the LED light has a lying L form or a C form or something in between, let's say. The M550i, by the way, comes with the aerodynamic package, which includes stronger spoilers and bigger air intakes. Kidney frame and side mirrors are put in cerium grey unless you have a shadowline pack for the black accentuations. The M550i has 19-inch wheels as standard, optional bigger ones, and also comes with a new adaptive M suspension that is 10 mm lower. Soon a little bit more details to different suspensions that are available across the lineup. In the interior, the primary change is about infotainment, and it's also about seating, soon more to come. First of all, on the left side you still start with analog instruments in the black panel design with a 5.1-inch screen in the middle. Optional, you get full digital 12.3-inch instruments. In the center, the 10.25-inch infotainment screen is now standard and also features BMW OS 7, which is very important because it features the latest voice input and also over-the-air update possibility. Optional, you can get a bigger 12.3-inch screen for the central part as well. That is then called BMW Live Cockpit Professional, standard for the BMW M550i. The BMW Operating System 7 is now standard, as I said, offers the over-the-air updates and also comes with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support. Finally, both wireless only, by the way. Well, I don't find that good. To me, the cable connection is always more stable and easier to install, and the inductive charging heats up your phone quite quickly. Recently happened to me again in the BMW 8 Series. That phone was almost not working anymore, saying, "Oh, I'm overheated, I will shut down." Yeah, that's a problem. And by the way, if you wonder, yes, you can retrofit the Android Auto support. Again, if you have a BMW with Operating System 7 and that big screen, so this is actually connected, you need to have OS 7 to be able to retrofit also the Android Auto possibility. The voice input now not only covers temperature control and GPS destination input, but also opening and closing the windows, if you think that's useful. The dashboard can be covered in high-grade SensorTech leatherette. As seat forms, you get a standard seat, optional sport seats, and comfort seats. And in connection to the M Sport package, also the M Sport seat with integrated head restraints, which were reserved for the M5 so far. And now to new seating surfaces. Great news, the high-grade SensorTech leatherette is now available in a perforated structure, and it is even standard. Means The US standard seat is now perforated Sensitech, which is giving you a better seating climate comfort, so animal-free and still a little bit more breathable. It will come in 3 different colors, my guess is black, beige and brown. The Sensitech seats also come with contrast stitching. They will also be available in the European market, and you can combine them with the standard seat or the sport seat. The EU standard is fabric, by the way, and in combination with the M Sports package, a fabric Alcantara mix. Next to seat heating, you can also order a heated steering wheel that was there before. The 5 Series offers enough room for 4 tall adults, however the usage of space is, same with other competitors in the segment, not the best one considering the length of the vehicle. Luggage space is still at 530 liters in the sedan, 410 liters for the PHEV. The Touring offers 560 liters to 1700 liters, whereas the PHEV has 430 to 1560 liters. So the plug-in hybrid makes you lose a little over 100 liters of boot space each, but the Touring is more optimized for that. With the engines, it is all about electrification. Not all electric, electrification means updated plug-in hybrids, and all engines besides the 8-cylinder are now mild hybrids. Means they can recuperate a little bit, can use a sailing function and so on. As for petrol, there's a 520i, 2-liter 4-cylinder, 184 horsepower, or in the 530i, 252 horsepower. Then the 540i, 3-liter 6-cylinder, 333 horsepower, will come with xDrive all-wheel drive with the Touring. Then the M550i, automatically xDrive, 4.4-liter 8-cylinder, 530 horsepower for the sedan only. Then plug-in hybrids, 2 actually, 530e, 2-liter 4-cylinder, connection with the electric motor to 292 horsepower and about 60 kilometers or 35 miles pure electric range. And then the 545e, that's an xDrive and 3-liter 6-cylinder with electric motor, 394 horsepower, 4.7 seconds is the acceleration figure, 55 kilometers or 30 miles pure electric range. That one will be quite something. Up to a speed of 30 kilometers an hour, by the way, there will be a generated driving sound to protect pedestrians that they also hear the electric driving vehicle coming. Diesels, 520D, 2-liter 4-cylinder, 190 horsepower, optional xDrive, 530D, 3-liter 6-cylinder, 286 horsepower, optional xDrive, and 540D, always xDrive, 3-liter 6-cylinder, 340 horsepower. You always get the 8-speed automatic gearbox converter. Next to the standard suspension, you can order a 10mm lower M Sport suspension or the adaptive suspension, the latter one for all models. This adaptive suspension belongs to the best on the market and has performed very well in many of our tests so far. It doesn't let you miss an air suspension. However, the Touring comes with rear air suspension as standard to level the niveau when there's heavy load in the rear. Following the name of Adaptive Drive, not to be mixed up with the adaptive suspension, you can also order an active anti-roll control for all 6-cylinder pure combustion engines and the 8-cylinder. The integral active steering, that is the rear axle steering, that is steering the wheels in the rear up to 3 degrees in the opposite direction than the front wheels, is now already active at the slowest rolling speeds, even less than 3 kilometers an hour. This especially improves parking in and out. The M550i now comes standard with the adaptive M suspension and can be equipped with the adaptive M suspension Professional, which then also includes the anti-roll control and the integral active rear axle steering at the same time. As for assistance systems, BMW updated the active lane keeping assist. The 5 Series can now also do lane changes semi-autonomously. The lane keeping assist also considers a corridor for emergency vehicle access. The optional parking assistant can now be upgraded with a reverse driving assistant, which we have showcased a couple of times with the 7 Series or the 8 Series, driving you backwards autonomously when you fail to get in somewhere and cancel your forward movement just to go back by the car itself. But very disappointing, the autonomous emergency brake is not standard in a car in this segment and that price. Seriously? You get it in a driving assistance package? The same for the adaptive cruise control. think with that facelift they should have made it standard, definitely. So besides that mentioned flaw, the BMW 5 Series has been updated nicely in exterior and interior, a little sharper on the exterior, better seating choice in the interior and also in a sustainable solution, and upgraded infotainment systems for more functions and connectivity. Also there's more electrification for the engines. Do you like the new 5 Series facelift changes? Tell us in the comments and see you soon at the very live review.